My pregnancy was not the glowing Instagram version. I developed hypertension. I want to share my pregnancy, delivery, a high risk pregnancy, what it looks like with all of you. And I wish that someone had told me the truth. It's a pregnancy. I have a toddler and I have a high risk pregnancy. Just praying and hoping that the babies don't need NICU. Enough, it lacks something just because there is no boy. This is Ishita here, and I am a mom of three girls under two. I have a 21 months toddler and two newborn twins. I am a certified parenting coach and a motherhood content creator. I'm your girl mom next door and I share real motherhood moments. In this video, I'm going to take you through the real emotional journey of my pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, and if you like the video, give it a like as well. So, just 3 days before my toddler's first birthday, I got to know about the pregnancy. And I remember I visited my gynac for a regular consultation that because we are traveling from India to Singapore, it's going to be a 6-hour flight. Should I be, ensuring any precautions or anything? And we weren't aware of twin pregnancy because it was too early for the scan at that point of time. And she just told me that, just trust that the babies will be strong enough to, not have any issues, and because it's my toddler's first birthday I cannot skip this trip. So we just went ahead, and this whole week we were just anxious to come back and do the scan and ensure that everything is okay. And the moment we were back, boom, on the scan we saw that there were two heartbeats, and it was a very very joyous moment. We were just taken by a surprise that this was not something that we were expecting. So it was a very very happy occasion until we got into the technical details. So once the scan was complete, my doctor told me that because they are MCDA twins, that is the identical twins which are in the same placenta, they share a higher risk than a normal twin pregnancy risk. So suddenly I felt that, oh god, I did not see that it's a pregnancy. I have a toddler and I have a high risk pregnancy now. So, how this whole thing will pan out, that was something that suddenly started making me feel very anxious. So I walked into this pregnancy completely aware that every pregnancy is different, but twin pregnancy was something that I was not prepared for, and I wish that I had known some twin mom at that point of time. There were scans at every 2 weeks. There was rigorous monitoring. My doctor even told me to not reveal that we are going to have twins to any even family member for up to 6 months at least, because you worry a lot about survival of two babies. That is a very very huge pressure that a mom has. You are conscious of what you are eating. I had terrible nausea and vomiting. I have lost weight in this entire pregnancy. I gained only 4 kgs in the entire pregnancy till the day of delivery, and I delivered both babies combining 4.3 kgs. So you can understand from that there were a lot of hormonal changes, a lot of fluctuations that a woman goes through, especially with two babies in the body. I even developed gestational diabetes in this pregnancy in the third trimester, and there were a lot of restrictions like complete bed rest, etc., to avoid any preterm delivery as much as we can. So a lot of restrictions, and it was a completely roller coaster journey. Luckily, I give credit to my mom, honestly, that she was there to help with my toddler for all the physical limitations that at least I had, because she was around 1.5 years, and she had a lot of energy which needed channeling, and we are in a nuclear setup. So going ahead with a second pregnancy at this stage was very risky and a bold move, and we were very happy that this is happening, and we couldn't wish anything going any other direction at this point. So we just had to keep faith that everything will just turn out okay, and luckily it did. But the postpartum and the delivery day was very very terrifying. So I've made it this far in the video. Thank you for watching so far. I may feel emotional at this stage of the video. Um, we had a planned delivery, planned C-section at 35 weeks. Because this was my second C-section, the doctor did not want to cause or wait for any issue to happen with the previous stitches that may cause any infection or some other issue with this delivery. So we were just waiting for the babies to cross 2 kgs of weight. If everything is okay with both the babies, they are growing well, we planned that by 35 weeks we could go ahead with the delivery. And at 35 weeks 3 days, we delivered the twins. And I, since morning, was just praying and hoping that the babies don't need NICU. I hope. So my complete focus was that the babies don't need NICU, and they are just healthy, that we can take them home, I can hold them immediately after delivery. And I remember just before going to the OT, something in me shifted. I suddenly realized that there is this one scenario that I'm not accounting for at all. I just said bye to my toddler, and I suddenly felt like that there is this possibility of not making it back or something like that. And if something untold happens, what about my toddler? And that was a very very emotional moment. And then uh, same, I had to just keep faith in the strength of all three of my children. And that's something that worked. The babies were healthy, they cried immediately once they were out. And that was it, that was my focus, that the babies are healthy, and we are lucky, and we are blessed that we have three healthy happy children. And that was just a beautiful thing that I wanted to remember about this journey. But once I was back from the recovery room, that was something that I was not prepared for, because that was a thought that had not come to our minds at all till that point of time. Few people made us feel that because we had a toddler girl, the expectation was to have boys. So, and we suddenly felt like we are missing on something, we are lacking something. This is still not enough, having three children, being a mom, being a dad, having a family of five, it's not enough, it lacks something just because there is no boy. So that was something that the point of actually bringing this up in this video is also to for all girl moms out there, or for any mom who faces any kind of gender disappointment, just to trust or believe that firstly the baby chooses you. When the egg fertilizes, that baby, that fetus has chosen this woman as their mother for some reason. And God has made you a mother with that belief that you will be able to go through these. And today, after 2 months of postpartum, I do believe that I had something in me, that I made way all through of this, and today I'm sitting here with three happy healthy children. And we made through anything that pulled us down at that point of. For any mom who feels disheartened, or who goes through anything emotional or bad at this point of time, you really have to believe in your strength. You really have to focus on the children that you are blessed with, because they have chosen you, they are relying on you, their childhood is in your hands. I remember I did not sleep the first night of my delivery. I cried after coming home also, I cried, and I was constantly feeling less and less, and with each passing day that feeling intensified. And then when I used to hold my babies, I suddenly realized that why am I wasting these days, these moments that I have with my babies. And luckily my mom helped me with overcoming the hypertension. This is the reason that I even developed hypertension. I was worried that gestational diabetes will cause any issue, but luckily that was settled after delivery. But I had constant BP being shot up every day. I was taking BP medications, but still, and there is this overwhelm that already while delivery a woman has breastfeeding too. I had an experience of breastfeeding my toddler, so I thought that I at least know some basics. I will be able to learn this quicker about twins also, and I'll keep going, and it will be all right. I'll learn. But this thing just made everything worse. I Instead of focusing, there is so much stress that a mom has at that point of time. Breastfeeding twins is no joke, and I really salute to a woman who is able to do that. So there is this overwhelm about being a second time mom, giving fair time to all kids that you have. So there is this lot of overwhelm a new mom already has, that about her recovery, and especially if she's a twin mom or a new mom, how to manage to, what if they will cry at the same time, what if they will be hungry at the same time, how will I do if I'll have enough milk for feeding two babies or not. And especially with premature, you worry about their weights also, that how they need to gain weight faster for better growth and better health. And if you're a second time mom, then you will also be worried about if I'll be able to give my fair time to all of my kids. No kid should be neglected. So there are so many things that I feel that if any mom faces any kind of regressive thoughts, I really urge to those moms that just break away from that toxicity. Just take a very firm stand, be very strong with your voice, and hit back at the patriarchy. Set a right example for your kids, whether it is boy or a girl. The future generation needs to have that clarity about what's wrong is wrong. And no woman should go through this. I really feel that all the women out there, if you are facing or feeling anything untoward towards you like this, especially at such a critical point of time, please, 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 speak up. Another postpartum worry, you may have, especially I did, was that it's 3 a.m. Both your twins are hungry and already feeling that sleepless overwhelm. You are feeding babies, and then at that point of time, suddenly you feel that what if my toddler feels replaced? So that is something that only moms can understand, that how it feels to have those kind of little worries also. Luckily, thankfully, as I have mentioned, I had my mom with me, who was able to help me with the twins. So I was utilizing my time. Even after coming home, immediately I started spending a lot of time with my toddler as well, because especially if you're a second time mom, do ensure that you're doing that. Spend time with your older kids, because they are able to understand that, because they have that before and after. They Before arrival of your newborns, they had this life which is their before version, and after the arrival of babies, they will have this after version. So they should not feel a very stark difference. It should rather feel a 2.0, a better upgraded version, that okay, now my family has grown. They should not feel that mom was before this, now mom is after this. Ensure that you are spending time with your older kids, and you are giving them time and space to process. And let's see how my toddler's reaction was. Honestly, I was super nervous about my toddler's reaction, because she was at that stage where she cannot completely understand, but she can definitely understand that something is going on. There are these two babies that mama is spending time with. Somebody is crying at home now, other than me also. So I was very anxious to see what her reaction would be like. And honestly, it was a very normal human reaction, that at first she was trying to process what is happening, what is this. And then when she had those babies right in front of her, she wanted to hug them, she wanted to hold them, she wanted to hold their tiny fingers, those eyes, the hair. She was trying to point that these are babies' hair, this is my hair. And it was so overwhelming, in terms of emotional, that I wanted to cry also, that this is so precious. But I was feeling so happy also, that she is so happy at their arrival, and it couldn't have been more perfect. So my honest reflection of this journey, especially being a mom of three under two, is that feeling vulnerable is okay. There might be women out there who have had a harder and difficult journey than me, who may be in the right place to give you better advice. So this video is not for, you know, giving any advice to any moms or anything. This is just to share my real journey, and you know, give you a safe space, and tell you that being overwhelmed is okay, being vulnerable is okay, it is normal. You are not, you know, some people may say you that, you know, you are not the only mother, there are so many, everybody is you know, doing this or that, but they don't get it that, you know, for you it's the first time, for you even if it is second time, it is still different. You should take that space to feel what you are going through, because a happy mom only makes a happy baby. So I'll urge to all the moms that, you know, take your time for your recovery, heal for yourself, heal for your child, heal for your family, focus on your recovery and healing, and find a mom, you know, who you can discuss all tiny things with. I completely understand that, you know, being a mom changes so much inside you that, you know, you cannot even expect your partner to understand. As loving or as understanding of a partner you may have, they will still not be able to understand what you are feeling, even if you are, you know, using your verbal words, because there are so many things and feelings that you cannot simply explain, or it might feel that, you know, you are repeating the same things over and over just because the other person has not understood the underlying feeling what you're trying to explain. So I you know, the best thing that can work is find a mom friend who can, you know, you can discuss everything that is going through with you. And if not anything, my page is there, you can, you know, DM me on Instagram, you can comment below, I'll be very happy to, you know, have a mom to mom talk with you, to, you know, connect emotionally. And that is the whole point of building this community on raw real motherhood moments, that moms need moms, women need women to, you know, for their own better growth, for their emotional upliftment. You will find your rhythm even on hard days, you will. So trust yourself. Until then, rock your motherhood one day at a time. That is the best, you know, thing that has worked for me. I keep reminding myself that every day, that I'm going to rock this motherhood. We are not meant to just survive it, we have to enjoy it. So with that, this video comes to an end, and if you like this video, do give it a like and subscribe to the channel to see more of such real raw motherhood vlogs.